Guys, welcome to another session here. Let's go ahead and have some fun with some Google Docs here, talking about day trading rules, right? And ones that really work. So, right off the bat, day trading is not investing, okay? So, we're not taking long term positions. We're basically trading. So, we're in and we're out. We're nailing and bailing. And sometimes we're in for a few seconds, a few minutes, a few hours. Maybe we're in for the full day. The point is we're in and we're out. We're not trying to take long-term position hold. So keep that in mind. Got to get your head around, getting into these positions where we're trading it and we're not really marrying the stock. The other thing I'd like to talk about is trading is not gambling. Now, of course, it's gambling if you just take $1,000 on any trade and you say, "Hey, I hope and pray that this is going to go up." Hope is not a strategy, right? I like to call it more like researched gambling. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, if you've traded before and you have a history and knowledge and you have charts and you draw your lines and you know that the stock has positive news, you know that there's no overhead resistance, for another $2 on the chart. Now you're more like a scientist. You're doing research, and you know based on statistical odds that it's likely that price action is going to go up based on a particular setup. Now, past performance is not indicative of future results. You can be wrong in any trade, but just understand that trading is not gambling. It's more like researched gambling. Okay. All right. Now you also want to plan your trades. Now you definitely want to identify your entry level, your stop loss, and your target profits. Okay. Do you have a setup? Do you have a strategy with an edge where you know that you're going to go ahead and most likely be successful based on that particular trade? Now, if you have no plan, then yes, it is gambling, like we just mentioned. But you definitely want to have a plan on every single trade. Okay. I like to avoid the market open. Okay. And really, the first 15 minutes, there's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of overnight trades that are being carried over. There's a lot of manipulation in the first 15 minutes. Sometimes I wait even 30 minutes. I like the market to kind of settle down, and then I can identify, hey, who are the big runners, big percent gainers with big volume, with good news, that are setting up according to my setups where I can potentially get in. Okay. Um, the other thing I like to do is definitely review my trades in a journal. This allows you to grab data, right? So you're identifying your entry level, your stop loss, your target profit, your mood or mental state. Were you distracted? Were you focused? And it's going to help you develop good habits and bad habits in kind of data format. And you're going to be able to say, okay, I got to stop doing these things. I got to stop over trading, or I got to definitely start using stop losses, things like that. Okay. And with that, definitely use stop losses. They are your insurance and protection and from big losses, right? So you can't be a consistently profitable trader if you consistently have large losses. If you want to be ahead in this game, your winners have to be larger than your losses, and you got to keep your losses at a minimum. So what stop losses do is they just help you cut that loss and avoid ego and stubbornness. Okay. Um, so just remember that, and you can use hard stops or mental stops. If you're a beginner, I recommend hard stops where the actual broker will execute it for you based on a particular area that you want it to execute. Okay. Best trades only. You must be very selective. Most stocks are not going to fit your criteria. So you have to be very selective. Every morning I narrow it down to from thousands of stocks down to a handful, maybe anywhere from 7 to 10. And then really the ones that really get on my watch list are about 4 or 5 of them on a good morning. And I'm only really trading one, maybe two, if I'm trading at all. So you can kind of see, most of the stocks are not going to fit your criteria. Okay. All right. You definitely want to be in control. Okay. And what this means is, you're not going to let your emotions do your trades. Okay. You're going to let your rules govern. So you have to have an identifiable setup with an edge, and you definitely want to go and trade small. Okay. Go for base hits, not home runs. Okay. And the last thing I would say is don't ever give up. Keep working. You'll get there. All right. Talk to you guys next time.